Let's talk about budgeting for a minute. It's not generally a glamorous topic, nor is it a topic that most of us care to talk about, or nor is it a thing that most of us want to do. Budgets seem to be tedious. Then when you overspend, you feel like crap about it. They're just not fun. I don't like them either. I've spent a considerable amount of time and effort into coming up with a system that works for me. And after reading and watching a bunch of personal finance stuff over the years, I've come up with a strategy I've been using pretty reliably for about a year now that I want to share today. So that said, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm a W-2 salary employee, so I have 2 paychecks coming into a checking account at Chase every month. And then at Chase, you can set up multiple accounts for free. You can nickname the accounts within your app screen, And then you can also do auto transfers between all these accounts on some interval, and the interval can be whatever you want, really. I do weekly on Mondays. And so basically every Monday I have a certain amount of money transferred into all these various accounts automatically. I'm going to single out 2 of these accounts in particular and talk about them. One is the emergency fund account. There's an amount of money that I need to be in that account at all times, and if I use it up and it goes below that level, I turn the auto transfer back on until it hits the top again, then I turn the auto transfer back off. Then I have the savings account, which is same principle. It's just kind of turned on and off depending on if the max amount is met or not. But the money that goes into that account is for big future purchases. So anything over $500 for me is a big purchase. And so that's future car that I'm going to pay for in cash, a future bike, future insurance premiums, future cell phone, pretty much anything you can think of, future computer, anything you know you're going to be buying, roughly how much it's going to cost and roughly when you're going to buy it. Add it up, consider how much time it takes, divide all that by the interval that you're using. So for me, it's weekly, and just kind of backtrack in time how much you need to be saving on a weekly basis to reach that goal. So that's kind of all the saving stuff, to include retirement. So then your next batch of categories on a typical budget sheet are your monthly expenses, so like utilities and phone and stuff. And you can set all that to be up. You can set all of that up to be automatic too. So you don't have to think about any of your savings, nor most of your expenses. So that's like 80% of your budget line items right there, all automated. What's left over is like discretionary spend, like your food, gas, entertainment, stuff like that. And so really it just comes down to what you prioritize in life, because once you have food on the table and gas in the tank, well, whatever's left over you get to spend on whatever it is you want. It's like, what's a priority? Spend your money there. Don't spend money on what is not a priority. And so basically what this has done for me is it's streamlined my budget down to just a handful of line items I got to manage month to month. And it's really made life simple.